got tickets for the first test, which was a cracker of a game. And we got full into Lions mode. Like, I went and bought a Lions costume, but it looked like a chicken costume, right? It was like quite yellow. And the boys said, "Why are you dressed like a chicken?" I was like, "I'm not. It's a lion. It's a lion costume."
Fearsome lion. Or a scary chicken.
We go to the match. There's festival atmosphere afterwards, and we go to the Normandy Hotel down the road after the game, and it's full of Lions fans and everything. And having a few pints, and there was these two lads, and there's these two Aussie guys who were coming over chatting to me, and they were kind of slagging me about looking like chicken, and I was getting a bit pissed off with them. They were taking the piss. They were slagging me for being Irish, etc. And I've never been to fight in my life. I'm just ignoring them. But there's a friend of mine, Jody Danner, who used to played Munster 20s with him. He lived out there, and he comes over. He's an absolute messer. He's like, "You want to be wide of the two of them fellas? I've been watching them, and I think they're up to something. Just be careful." And I was like, on high alert then. So I was watching them, and they started chatting to this guy in a Welsh jersey. And I went to the Jacks a few minutes later, and your man comes in and stands next to me at the urinal. And I said, "I see you talking to those two Aussie fellas." And he was like, "Yeah, so what?" He was a little bit aggressive. And I was there, "I just be wide of them. I've been given a heads up that you have to be careful." And he's like, what are you talking about, mate?" Like, getting quite aggressive. And I said, "Look, I'm dressed like a chicken. I have no agenda here. I'm just..." I'd given up on the lion thing. I was like, "I'm a chicken." I was like, "I have no agenda here. Just be wide." And he goes, "Right, leave it with me." And he walks out, and I followed him out a couple of minutes or 30 seconds later, and the two lads are flat on the ground on their backs, and he's just gone in and just lamped the two of them. So the whole place gets shut down. Like, Australia is pretty, it's strict these days, so the place is shut down. Everyone's out. Cops arrive, and your man is handcuffed and dragged out, and I was in shock. I remember standing on the curb outside, and my mate was like, Jody was there, like, "What happened?" And I said, "Well, I told him what you said," and he was like, "I was only messing. I didn't mean they're that bad." So we headed off, and then I get sent an article the next day, and it was the night that Cian Healy broke his leg in against Australia. So someone had to be called up for the Lions, and that guy was a Welsh prop who was on tour with Wales in Japan. I think it was Mitchell was his name, and he had gone to Australia to be close to the the team, just in case something should happen. And he would have been next in line to call up, but he's been, as I say, like, he's been marched down the road going like, "It was the chicken." So he gets arrested and kicked out of Australia. And Tom Court, who was over visiting family, he's Australian, he gets the call up instead. So I don't think I've ever said this to Tom Court, but you're welcome if you're listening. It's not the reason you got a Lions cap.